What if I told you that the person you like and want can become highly attracted to you? How would you react if you knew that it was possible? How would you feel if they confessed their love for you? Wouldn't it be amazing to receive compliments? Yes, I know you want it all, and today I will show you how you can do it. Manifesting a specific person is easy. The problem arises, and it appears difficult because, most of the time, people who are trying to do it start thinking against their desired state. It is very common, and it happens because of poor self-concept. I find no other reason because some people manifest money or random things, but when it comes to specific person, they are like, it is hard. Well, it is not hard. It appears hard because you are so attached to your present circumstances that you don't let them go. Just look around you, in your neighborhood, even in your friends' circle, there are people who are in a relationship or married. They found their partner, they attracted them, and now they are together. Does that seem like an alien thing, or is it common? Is it like you have to travel 2,000 miles and then trek a mountain to find a little hut where a couple reside? Is it that hard for you to find a couple? No, right. It is a very common phenomenon. Even your body was formed because two individuals became a couple. You appeared as a tiny little body that once was held in just two hands, and now look at you as a fully grown body that those two hands cannot hold anymore. So, I was just showing you how easy it is and how common it is. Also, when you see couples, just observe them. Just observe their personalities, and you will find the answers to your questions. You already heard from Neville Goddard that only as one is willing to give up his present limitations and identity can he become that which he desires to be. To reach a higher level of being, you must assume a higher concept of yourself. But, still, people out there are not trying to improve themselves. They are not trying to assume a higher concept of themselves. Living in their present limitations days and nights and expecting a different result is a height of folly. In order to become attractive to your specific person, or whoever it is, you first have to improve the self-image you carry. It is not like you have to show off your body on social media to catch the attention of some little dudes. You become attractive when you change the way you perceive yourself and identify yourself. The moment you begin changing is the moment people start noticing you, and change is a very attractive thing. Even strangers around you subconsciously get signals that you are an attractive person. It happens just because you start to change yourself. Have you ever noticed that when a fat person loses weight, everyone is attracted to them? Of course, they look healthy and lean now, but beneath that changed body is unconditional self-love, discipline, and the willingness to change their circumstances. This attracts people, and this person catches the eyes of every person. There is a new confidence, and that confidence is very sexy. Just answer me, does your current identity make you confident? Does it make you appear attractive in front of your own eyes? The answer is very clear. If you can't see yourself as attractive, then how can the other person be attracted to you? They are just a mirror of you. As Neville Goddard said, change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself, and they will confirm the change. Your specific person is only a messenger who reflects your current identity. Don't try to change them. Just change yourself first, and they will automatically change. I can tell you this millions of times. You can hear it from multiple people, but it will not change you. Only when you decide to change yourself and adopt a higher concept of yourself will you witness that change. There was a success story that I read, and it was awesome. So there is this woman who came to know about Neville Goddard's teachings. She had a specific person. She applied the law to many other things, and she was successful. She manifested money, good grades, career, friendships, body transformation, and random stuff. But when it came to a specific person, she was on a journey to manifest him. She was trying it for a few months, but nothing was happening. It might have happened to you too. You have probably manifested many things. So, she was just recalling the moments where she manifested things other than specific person. And then she got a realization that changed the way she approached her specific person manifestation. She came to realize that while trying to manifest a specific person, she was putting too much of her focus, her energy, and her efforts into changing the thoughts of that person. Her affirmations would always consist of him. During that time, she was like, he likes me, he wants me, he is dreaming of me, and all of that. But when she manifested other things, let's say she was manifesting good grades, her affirmations were not about the professor or the teacher who was checking her answer sheets. She was not affirming what her professor thinks of her, what he will do for her, and all of that. Instead, she had this affirmation that I get good grades no matter what. Everything works out in my favor, and I get everything I want. The same would be with career. Not changing the way the interviewer perceives her, but changing the way she perceives herself. She did it by affirming, I got this job, I am highly important, and all of that. But when it was about her specific person, she wasn't focused on herself. She didn't change her conceptions about herself. Her attention was not focused on her. She noticed what she was missing, and then she began shifting her affirmations. Now she was focusing on herself. Instead of focusing on and manifesting what her specific person is doing in his world, she started focusing on what she would experience when she manifested that relationship. So she moved that attention towards herself. Her affirmations consisted of I am lucky in love. Relationships are easy for me. I have an excellent romantic relationship. She moved her attention toward herself and started working on herself. She came across a post about a 30-day SATS challenge. So, she tried to imagine her specific person sitting with him on a swing. She was focusing on his blue eyes. This was the scene that she had been imagining for a few days. But during this time she still had some conflicting thoughts, and she was not sure if she wanted him back. She was unsure about her specific person. Days passed, and on day 23, she wrote that she would meet someone new before meeting her specific person. After 5 days, on day 28, she met a person, and her imaginary scene played out. That person had those blue eyes and was sitting with her on that swing. It played out perfectly. She got into this new relationship, and she was enjoying her romance. But don't be disappointed by hearing this. You probably will think that the old SB didn't come back to her. But wait for me till I finish. Like I said, she was unsure about her old SB, but she knew that the old SB would come after she meets a new person. After a few months, the old SB came back to her. Her old SP was asking for her forgiveness. He was asking her to get back together. He wanted to have a relationship with her. It happened. She got her desire. She got what she wanted. But she rejected that offer because of her current desires. Now, it was her life. It was her choice. It was her decision. She made her choice to decline the offer. It was her story. Your story can be totally different. Mine can be way different. But the point of this story was to make you aware that she changed herself. She moved her attention on herself, and everything worked out beautifully for her. Her desires came into existence. Her SP reflected her affirmations. This can happen for you too. They can come back to you too, but only if you change the way you perceive yourself. Do you see yourself as a person who is highly desired or someone that everyone avoids? Do you feel confident in your own body? Do you feel like you are a catch? If not, then start changing your own concepts. Start doing affirmations. Change your story. Your story is a set of beliefs that you believe are true about yourself. Everything is created twice, once in your mind and again in your reality. To be transformed, the whole basis of your thoughts must change. But your thoughts cannot change unless you have new ideas, for you think from your ideas. All transformation begins with an intense, burning desire to be transformed. The first step in the renewing of the mind is desire. You must want to be different before you can begin to change yourself. Then you must make your future dream a present fact. You do this by assuming that your wish is fulfilled. By desiring to be other than what you are, you can create an ideal of the person you want to be and assume that you are already that person. It all boils down to thinking positively about yourself, and by doing that, you create a new identity, which changes the concepts you hold about yourself. There is a technique that has greatly helped me and many others. You can do it for as little as 10 minutes, and you can find it by clicking on the first video that appears at the end of the screen.